As the sun goes down, Iliasburg appears before us. I can see the city from here! But I can't just go into the city like this. Because of her. Yeah, just having a monster stroll into the city isn't a good idea, but you'd be surprised. They are surprisingly lenient there. Alice, are you able to disguise yourself as a human? On this continent, the hatred against monsters is very strong. I'm sure Iliasburg is no exception. You'd be surprised, Luca. If Alice goes inside looking like that, I'm sure there'll be trouble. Taking the form of a human is unpleasant. Why should I have to pretend to be a human? If you can't enter the city, how are you going to eat your dongo? There you go, Luca. Appeal to her stomach. That's how you get her to do what you want. Crap, I guess that's true. Fine. How's this look? I think it looks great. Ah, that's good. She looks like that. I'm sure we can just pass as normal travelers. I doubt that. You look more like a young man and his escort. Thus we entered the city. What the? Why does the city look so strange? Like the last time when I was here, the city is completely devoid of people. No merchants, no travelers, nothing. Seems like everyone is barricaded in their homes, with a tense feeling filling the air. What's going on? I start to run down the city's main street until I reach the city plaza. Noticing some sort of commotion in the plaza, I jump behind a tree on the side of the road. That's... How boring. Hi, Granberia. I missed you. Is there not a single strong person in this entire city? Staying in the center in the city plaza was a monster swordswoman. Damn it! She's so strong. Three soldiers were fighting her. Around them are dozens of strong-looking soldiers, collapsed on the ground. Did she beat them by herself? You three, are you going to fight or not? Gah! With the situation as it is, it seems incredibly unlikely that those three soldiers have any chance of winning. That monster. She couldn't be. The dragon swordswoman who wields a giant sword. Even I have heard the rumors about her. One of the four heavenly knights, Granberia, with a sword arm that no human can match. And there aren't even that many monsters who can match her. I think at this point only Alice is a normal monster that has a normal chance against Granberia. Everyone else she can take. As far as monsters goes, anyway. Able to stand up against an entire army by herself, killing thousands of soldiers. Such an insanely strong monster is attacking Iliasburg? By herself, too. Alice? What should we do? Just like she said before, it appears as though she has run away. She always acts like she's incredibly strong. Is it possible that she's actually pretty weak? Such a powerful boss in the first city? Shouldn't there be something a little more mid-bossy? Not in this game. In Paradox, she doesn't show up, though. Why do bad things have to keep happening one after another on my journey? Only you three are left. Are you just going to watch while I take control of the city? Or is one of you going to be a hero and try to face me? Well, hurry up and decide. Grr, damn you! I won't let a monster like you do whatever you want. Two of the remaining three soldiers face Granberia. The third soldier is cowering in the back, unable to move and soiling his pants. That's the spirit. But even if you have the spirit, it's meaningless. Flames surround Granberia's sword, giving off a scorching heat. It's as if it's covered in the fires of hell itself. Whoa! I heard that the four heavenly knights each correspond to a specific element. Water, earth, wind. It seems as though Granberia is fire. What a coincidence that would happen. I mean, according to Alice, this is the first time in history that four viable challengers to the throne have appeared. And they each correspond to a different element. I mean, many monsters don't even really pay that much attention to the elements. So that's quite a coincidence. Take this! Not backing down from the heat, the soldier steps forward bravely and swings at Granberia. But Granberia vanishes. Gah! In the next instant, the soldier faints. And behind him stood Granberia. What was that? Faster than I could see, she gives a blow to the soldier, knocking him out instantly. Damn you! The soldier tries to swing at Granberia's back. You're too slow! Slow. Granberia looks over her soldiers and swings her giant sword. Before the soldier could swing his sword, the heat wave from Granberia's swing smashes into him. Ugh! The intense heat let off by her sword reached all the way to where I was hiding. Ugh! Being so close to the heat, the soldier drops his sword and falls to the ground. Amazing! The difference in ability is huge. These soldiers look even stronger than me. She crushed them as if they were just insects. Honestly, I was envious of her strength. The soldiers she defeated seemed to still be breathing. In fact, all the other soldiers lying around on the ground appear to be alive too. The difference in ability is huge. It's hard to beat someone without killing them than it is to just kill them. Well, you know, what begs the question. Why did it go ahead and point out that Granberia has killed thousands of soldiers if she comes to this town with the purpose of taking it over and she doesn't kill any of the guards? In fact, we don't see Granberia kill anyone throughout the course of the game, except for the next doll that was specifically designed to fire, and she didn't even kill that, really. It would have died on its own. But it's just I think it's all propaganda. It's all Ilias propaganda saying that she's going around killing thousands of soldiers. I mean, we know that that Alma Elma and Arabeti of the Four Heavenly Knights don't have any problems killing people, but we never see them do it either. We don't see any of the Four Heavenly Knights kill anyone except Luca when he loses. I think it's all propaganda. It's all propaganda from Ilias. Anyway. All that remains is one terrified soldier. Well then, what are you going to do? The soldier turns his back on Granberia and starts to run away. Granberia stood still without giving chase. That's a wise choice. But in the future, you can't call yourself a soldier or a hero. This isn't good. All the soldiers in the city seem to be lying on the ground already. I don't think there's anyone left who can protect the city. Is that it? Having your city taken over by a monster, there's no complaints. Granberia's voice echoes throughout the entire city. However, everyone stays barricaded in their homes. We have complaints, but we know you'll just kick our ass. So we'll shut up and stay inside. They must mean the surrender to her. What should I do? There's no way I can beat her. No, there isn't. Because, she's like, what, level 130? As a hero, I can't just... that's not what I mean to be a hero. I can't just sit here and do nothing. If I don't do something here, I'll never be able to call myself a real hero. Being a hero doesn't mean you just throw your life away against an obstacle you can't beat. That'd be like asking firefighters to fight a volcano as it's erupting. It's like they have zero chance. You're meant to risk your life, not throw it away. So we're gonna run away. We have zero chance of victory here. I try to quiet my breath as I hide from Granberia. Well, this town is mine now. Shall I destroy Ilias' temple next? Saying that, Granberia starts to walk towards me. Luckily, it looks like she didn't notice me. A wise choice, boy. Eh? Saying that, Granberia leaves. After a while, my body starts to shake. She noticed me. Senpai noticed me. There's no way I can be a hero now. You can still be a hero. Just because you didn't throw your life away willy-nilly doesn't mean you can't be a hero anymore. I felt like I lost something really important. I had no choice. She was just so strong. After I get stronger, it will be possible to fight her against her eventually. Yeah, go out and grind some. It's an RPG. You'll be fine. Granberia is not going to kill the townspeople needlessly. I don't think she has any interest in killing the townspeople at all. She wants to destroy Ilias' temple. It's fine. They'll just go ask for money from the people, and the people, due to their faith, will give it to them. They'll rebuild it. Bigger and better than it was before. It'll be fine. I laughed to myself at that. That eventually will never come, even if I had an eternity. Just skip this one fight. You can do all the others just fine. And then come back and then beat her at the end like normal. It's fine. The game doesn't give you this kind of crap for skipping obvious fights that you could potentially win later on. It just has terrible consequences down the road. But it's fine later on. You can skip the entire Coliseum. You don't have to do it. You can skip most of the side missions. You don't have to do it. Why does it say this one you have to throw yourself headlong into? Hey, Alice! Where are you? Alice doesn't reappear like she did before. I'm going to continue traveling. If you don't show up, I'm going to leave you behind. And Alice just... I swear, Alice. Oh, it's fine if we don't pick a fight with the Mandragora girl. But you have one of your own subordinates terrorizing a town, and suddenly it's my obligation to stop them, huh? Even though I have 0 chance of winning. After that, I was never able to meet Alice again. After a while, I eventually returned back to my village. Not today. One day for sure. While saying such cowardly things, my adventure ended. Not quite. You see, in Paradox, in the first Taurus Rift we visit, the Luca in that world had this exact fate happen to him. Granberia showed up in the first town, and he couldn't bear to face her. So he went back to Ilias' village. And then he finally became a hero, meeting his end, fighting off an army of angels. He stood 0 chance, and he died. So we had to avoid that end. So well, I guess today wasn't my day. One day for sure, I'll show them. I'll show you. I'll show you all. Luca Mad Scientist route. Retry.
Help will show up and save the day, I'm sure. Someone, a real hero, will come soon.
My feet. I don't know what happened, but my feet, they just started moving on their own. Dun, 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 dun. Well then, I've taken control of this city. Next, I'll... hold it! Summon my courage. Step out from behind the tree. Naturally, I have no chance of winning. I don't particularly want to be a martyr either. Yeah, you kinda do, actually, in the back of your mind. But if I run away now, I'll be nothing but a fake hero. Fake hero or a real hero, it's better you can help more people if you live, just saying. What was that, boy? Granberia turns her head to face me. Just from her stare, I feel a crushing sense of oppression fill me. My body shakes. My heart throbs. My mouth dries up. I'm so glad I wore the brown pants today. I shouldn't have done that. I'd be lying if I said I didn't instantly regret calling out to her. Oh, you're carrying a sword. Then I'll treat you as a warrior, not as a boy. You have no problem with that, do you? Of course not! Even so... Even someone like me is a warrior! Forcing my arms to stop shaking, I hold up my sword. I understand. Well then, the fire swordswoman Granberia will be your opponent! Ah, Granberia. Of the 4 heavenly knights, she is my favorite. And how I missed her. In Paradox so far, she seems to have more of a gag presence than anything else. Shame we aren't able to recruit her yet in Paradox, but we will as soon as Part 3 comes out. Which hopefully won't be too much longer. I'm hoping in a few more months, but there is literally no telling at this point. There seems to be all kind of things that are going on now. But anyway, Granberia is Granberia is my favorite 4 heavenly knight. So it's smash, all the smash for Granberia. I'll take my red-headed dragon lizard waifu any day. Gah! Just standing in front of her causes my legs to turn to jelly. Now, give me your best shot. Our best shot? But we can't afford flail wildly yet. We must attack normally. Take this! Luca pulls back his sword and attacks with all his strength. Luca attacks. Granberia vanishes. In the next moment, something hits my feet, knocking me on my back. Ah! Luca falls to the ground. Luca takes 3 damage. Damn it. I'll try and stand back up. Granberia steps on my groin. Ah, it hurts, but I kinda like it. You're too green. No, you, my friend, are the green one. That's not... whatever. Falling on my ass, I could do nothing but stiffen my body when she stepped on me. And your body's not the only thing that got stiff now, was it? He challenged me when the adults were hiding in cowardice. I can respect that. You're young, so a mistake like that is to be expected. It's not a mistake, this was the correct choice. But there won't be a second time. I was saved there. After my relief fades, I start to feel angry again. How can I be relieved by being saved by my opponent? Being given pity by your opponent? Dying in battle would be better. Yet, throughout the entirety of the rest of the game, you are sparing your opponents by using a sword that doesn't kill. So you take your own words and turn it to them. What would they say? You apparently don't care. It's not over yet. I pick myself up and face Granberia again. Are you going to ignore my advice? I won't overlook it again. Prepare yourself! Facing Granberia again, attacked by an intense pressure from before. Challenging someone like this, my level is still way too low. Still, I can't run away at this point. If you insist. You won't regret this, will you, boy? There's no way I will. I can't give up at this point. Actually, I could. I could immediately surrender. Well, I guess you won't let me surrender, but I could immediately flail wildly and throw the fight. I pick up my sword. I'll see this through to the end. I can't use a half-assed attack against her. Skill is my only chance. Which, by the way, I haven't mentioned it before, but I love the Four Heavenly Knights theme. It just frickin' rocks. Anyway. Skill. Demon Decapitation! Oh! I put my entire being behind the attack I learned from Alice. Jumping forward, I imagine the feeling of cutting through her neck. Bring the tip horizontal to her neck. Jump forward with my foot. Slice through the neck! What? This technique! Look at use Demon Decapitation! But Granberia dodges. No way. You're my best attack yet. Why do you know a monster's technique? Why do you think it's because a monster taught it to him? Huh? Your sword's play is sloppy, and you're still immature. There's no way you thought that up by yourself. I want to know where you learned that move. Who taught it to you? I learned it from Nunya. Nunya? None of your goddamn business. That's where I learned it. I don't want to tell her about Alice. Not because I particularly care about her, but more for my own pride. Why should I tell someone like you? I think I already know who it is. In fact, I'd like to have a match with that person. Is that person your master or something? That is, I won't say. Is that so? Then... Oh! I think I lost control of my bladder with that one. I held back my attack to make sure you didn't die. You'd be surprised what you could live through. Well, are you going to talk now? Nearing death. My body doesn't move at all. She's way too strong. Even with that, I won't say. Is that so? I don't like using my sword on the weak. But... as Granberia raised her sword... How long are you going to keep being an idiot? Alice? You! Granberia's astonished face stares at Alice, petrified for a couple seconds. And then she slowly gets on one knee. Is Granberia proposing to Alice? That'd be an interesting take. Huh? What the hell's going on? A powerful swordswoman is kneeling before Alice. Granberia, what are you doing? Who ordered you to do such a thing? I decided by myself to get rid of those annoying heroes. Seriously, they keep charging towards the castle, and we keep having to dispose of them. The corpse pile in the back is getting too high. Go away, you annoyance, Alice declared flatly. Even giving someone like her such a rude command putting that Karen attitude to full effect there. I would say get me your manager, but I am your manager. but, if I leave now, even more heroes will show up, and the corpse pile will get even bigger. I told you to go away. If you go berserk like this, how am I going to eat the ama dongo? If you want something like that, just let me take control of the city first. So, how can I sightsee with such an unsightly event like that going on? Idiot. Having to say same thing 3 times? Is that how you show your loyalty? I told you go away. At once. If it's your will. Then, if you will excuse me. By some sort of magic, Granberia vanishes and withdraws from the city plaza. Granberia was driven away by Alice. I did? What did you do, Luca, rather than get your ass handed to you? Granberia, a powerful monster of the dragon race. She is one of the 4 heavenly knights. Devoting herself to the sword, there is nobody in the world who can match her flaming sword. Swearing loyalty to the Monster Lord, she takes great pride in her position. With a chivalrous spirit, she avoids useless violence against the weak. Except for, you know, those thousands of soldiers that she kills. I guess that's on the field of battle, so it doesn't count. Anyway. Those of the dragon race have an omnivorous diet, like humans, but prefer male stuff. Even though Granberia usually doesn't feed on stuff, unlike fellow members of her tribe, she sometimes cannot help herself playing with defeated men in the rush of battle. Believing strongly in her chivalry, she only chooses to associate with the strong. With an unmatched swordswoman like Granberia, it's hard for her to acknowledge someone. Let's see, we're back to our battle. We'll attack. And then use our true ultimate skill. One that's sure to win us the match. Flail Wily. Oh! This isn't going to work. What the hell is this? Swinging my sword at random won't do anything. Granberia grabs my sword arm mid-swing and easily stops me. How disappointing. Granberia tightens her grip on my wrist, causing my sword to fall out of my hand. Well, are you done now? Granberia sets down her gigantic sword. She holds me up by my arms and starts to put pressure on my back. Luca takes 8 damage. Your pathetic behavior stops my merciful nature temporarily. But I don't want to get your worthless blood on my sword. If you surrender, I'll let you live. Or I can keep breaking you like this. The pressure increases on me, making it feel like I'm going to break any second. Like a snake tormenting its prey, she continues to torture me. Luca takes 8 damage. Come on, give up. Or do you really want me to break you? Granberia whispers into my ear from behind me, her soft breath tickling my cheek. Her breath was surprisingly sweet. Luca, you're not into this, are you? It hurts so good. Such a beautiful warrior woman is breaking me. Oh God, he is into this. Forced against her, I can feel the soft heat coming off her armor. Her scaly skin also surprisingly feels similar to a human's. I'll keep applying more pressure. Do you really want to break? Luca takes 8 damage. Every time Granberia whispers something into my ear, I shake at her sweet breath. I turn my head over my soldier and look at her arm. Soft, like a human's. Even in such a situation as this, my reaction as a male starts against my will. Huh? Granberia's eyebrow raises in slight surprise, noticing, my state. Yeah, I'd be surprised too. Luca, you are really kinky. Getting so close to death? Did your desire to procreate come out? Or are you reacting to my smell? I can only look down in shame. Well then, I'll play with you a little. Suddenly, Granberia loosens her grip on my body and grabs me with her right hand. Ah! Yep, and there we go. Granberia milked Luca, squeezing him until he finished. He was captured and made into a plaything at the Monster Lord's castle. You were beaten by Granberia, one of the 4 heavenly knights. Unfortunately, there is no way you can beat her. However, if you use your strongest technique, you might open a road. I can't easily forgive a hero who uses the skill of a monster, though. Only for you, Luca, will I overlook it. Now go, oh brave Luca. Someday you will be able to defeat those 4.